I was diagnosed the summer of 1999. It was actually July 28th. I just finished my junior year at Southern Miss. That year I led Conference USA in hitting. I was a third-team All-American. I also set the school record for hits in a season, 106 at Southern Miss, and finished with a batting average of .408 that year. And I left Southern Miss that summer and went to Wood and Bat Baseball League in Missouri. When I was in Missouri, I felt some symptoms of being real tired, and then also had some symptoms of my chest, some lymph nodes kind of pressing against my chest. And at the time, I had a little break in between our season and also the World Series that summer. So I went home and went to the doctor, and then he diagnosed me with testicular cancer. And at the time, I didn't know if it was spread or advanced. I met with Dr. Bruce Lambeth, who was at Jackson Oncology Associates in Baptist Hospital here. And he diagnosed me with advanced metastatic testicular cancer in my lymph nodes and also my lungs. I had about 6 tumors in my lungs about the size of a nickel. So at the time, Lance Armstrong just finished winning his first Tour de France in 1999. And I kind of read about him a little bit. And I actually flew to Indianapolis to see the same doctor that treated Lance, Dr. Lawrence Einhorn. He is considered the guru for testicular cancer. And he put me on a chemotherapy regimen where I took 4 rounds of a very strong chemo called the BEP regimen. And I took that chemo actually right here at Baptist. And took 4 rounds there. After my 3rd round, I flew back to Indianapolis, and they did more CAT scans and found a spot on my backbone, and they were worried about, and they couldn't biopsy it. And so at the time, Dr. Einhorn decided to let me fly back to Mississippi and do my final round of chemotherapy, and fly back 2 weeks later to remove this tumor. It was called a RP-LND surgery, retroperitoneal lymph node dissection surgery, where they pretty much cut me from the top where my breastbone starts all the way down, across my belly button all the way down, and it's about a 6-hour surgery. And they take everything out, and they removed that tumor, and they took everything back in and stapled me about 60 times all the way down. And about 5 days later, while I was in Indianapolis, the test results came back, the biopsy, and they said it was benign. And so it was actually November 17th, 1999, I was declared cancer-free. And it's been 13 years now. Catherine and I were married March 28th, 3 years ago. And of course, before we got married, we talked about families and did we want kids, and we both wanted kids, and we both knew there's a possibility we might not be able to have kids, like a lot of families and a lot of married couples. But however, we knew that we want to be parents one day, and if it came to being maybe adopting children, that's fine. But of course, we wanted to try to have children, and I knew the odds were maybe against me. However, you know, with faith and keeping your faith, and it actually worked out, and we actually have a newborn, and it's just a miracle in itself, especially with my history and not knowing, and so it's just a blessing from God. I was born here at Baptist, and I went through chemotherapy here at Baptist. Also having my child here, it's just a great facility. My wife's Dr. Barbie Sullivan has just been incredible through this whole process. I owe a lot to her, and my wife really just respects her. We both respect her so much, and she's just been just an angel for us in this whole process. And currently, I am an oncology specialty representative for Pfizer Pharmaceuticals. My territory is the whole state of Mississippi, so I call on every oncologist in the whole state, including the same building that I was receiving chemo here at Jackson Oncology Associates at Baptist. And so it's kind of funny how things go full circle. When I was 13 years ago being a cancer patient receiving medicine to now actually selling medicines to help fight cancer. So it has definitely gone full circle for me.